Now, if you trust in Den and you like the video, I will not lead y'all wrong. Now, I told y'all in my last video that the methods in that video will work for lower tier teams as well. You just have to be smart and allocate your resources in the proper manner. So this time around, I'm going to choose a team that has 1 star, maybe 1.5, depending on how low I can go. And we're going to go out there and get us some star players. A 5 star is what I'm aiming for, and maybe a couple of 4 stars if I can get that. But at least a 5 star and a 4 star. And after debating whether I was going to go with a 2 star program, I said, you know what, let's make it even more interesting and go with the 1.5 star program so that I can actually show y'all that we can get this talent with these methods. Now, I'm going to pick the stock coach that they already have coached up. He is a tactician. He is not even an elite recruiter, so that is working against me as well. That's okay, because I'm going to pop out and I'm going to show y'all that we're going to get this done. Now, the first thing we're going to do is set up our recruits. Now, like I usually tell y'all in these videos, I'm not sitting here trying to target 35 players. I just want to find me a few good 5 stars, a few good 4 stars, hope for the best, but at the same time, apply some method to the madness. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, right now, I'm just going through and seeing what they have to offer, what's recommended. Not any 5 stars are recommended for this program, but if you scroll down further enough, you will come across some 4 stars. So, I'm definitely going to select those players, and I definitely want to focus on players in my pipeline close to this region because that's going to give me a better chance. Focusing on players outside the region is going to be more difficult, but I will include some of those players as well just so we can see how that can work and how that can go for you as well. And I know that that is possible, but that is definitely will be more difficult because you won't have that pipeline working in your favor by having the proximity close to home. Now, I do believe if you go to California and a Texas team, I've seen some good 5 stars and 4 stars in those states as well. But when I look at the 5 stars here, you see California, one of those at the top. He's a quarterback. We got a player from Georgia. We got a player from Florida. Now, we're definitely going to focus on Cory Jones right in from Florida. He's close to the pipeline. So, as you can see, he has no interest in this school right now. Zero interest. So, if I can come out here and get a player with zero interest and to commit, then you know that it can be done. And if I can do it, y'all can do it too with the same following methods. Now, the first thing I do is I like to scout some of these players. Now, for the sake of the video and for the sake of my hours, the 5 stars, I'm not going to really sit there and waste points on scouting them because they're a 5-star player. I mean, they come to the program that's going to be big for us. Maybe on the 4 stars, I'll do some of the scouting on them, but we will instantly offer the 4 stars and the 5-star scholarships as long as, they're not any bust players. Even when I do see a bust that comes up with the red diamond, or red gem rather, the stats usually still look pretty solid. However, their development or player progression may not be as good. Now, keep in mind I said may not be as good. Now, here we go, the quarterback from California. This is the one that I was going to find interesting to see that if we can get a quarterback, a 5-star with zero interest all the way from California to possibly give us a chance and have some interest in actually coming to FAU. That would be very interesting, and if we could pull that off, that would be astronomical in my opinion, getting the player from all the way over there, because if you can get him, then I'm going to feel like you can get absolutely anybody as long as you have the right pitch, you have the information, and you're applying your resources properly and include that visit, because you definitely going to need that visit for players like that because you got to capitalize and make the most out of those situations. Now, for the sake of me having a few more targets, because 8 is just kind of a really low number, I'm going to add some more 5 stars and 4 stars just to throw in the mix, just to make it more interesting so that I have more opportunity to get some of these higher caliber players. And we're going to go ahead and move on to week number 0. Now, in the preseason, we go ahead and send out those scholarship offers. So we'll see if that's going to increase some of the interest from the players starting off. And that should give us a head start on a lot of these players moving forward. As you can see, D'Angelo, he has some good interest in us right now. We're number 3 on his list. He's a 4-star right guard. Definitely need to get in those trenches at these smaller schools because, it's good to beef up that line so you can protect your quarterback, because when you play against those big schools, they go maul y'all for sure. We got another D'Angelo Bibbs. He's a left end 4-star player right there. He has very high interest from us, and he's from Florida, but right now we're in 2nd place. Cory Jones, we're out of the top 8 right now. We're number 9, but like I said, that scholarship booted us up. He has some interest in us. Maybe we can work our way to the top and become one of his top teams, and maybe he'll come play with us because he is in Florida, so that we do have that working in our favor, and we do know how to do some recruiting after we get the information, so we own him. And if you look at it, we're not that far off from number 1. Even though if you look at the interest, how it's measured out, even though we're at number 9, Nobody's really blowing him away right now. So we're going to go ahead and sit in the house. Y'all know how we get down on the players we want the most. Go ahead, sit in the house, get as much information as you possibly can. And if you can get to 60, you might want to sit in the house and DM the player because that'll help you get some information that much faster. For the 5-star quarterback, Ronald, I definitely should have allocated as much recruitment to getting information to him as possible, whether that be sitting in the house, DMing the player, and searching the social media. Because, like I said, with him being far away, we need to allocate more resources to him because he has zero interest in us, and we should have made sure that we know as much about him as quickly as possible to give us the best possible chance. So I don't feel like I gave myself the best possible chance to get him or get information on him as quickly as possible because I left some recruitment on the table. But it is what it is. We're going to see how that goes with him. We still may have a chance. As you can see, it's 50 out of 65. I had 15 more hours I could have used on him, which I think could have went a long way. But right now, for me to only have 14 targets, and, mostly I'm focusing on, I got a couple of 2-star, 3-stars in there just to throw in the mix. But like I was going to actually recruit, but I didn't focus on them much at all. Definitely focusing on the 5-stars and the 4-stars. And as you can see right now, both of the D-Los have some strong interest in coming down and playing for Coach Dan at FAU. So that's a very good positive sign being with the smaller school early on. Now you look at the QB, Ronald Dickerson. He got some interest in us. We number 4. And mind you, I left some of that information on the table. I think that might come back to bite me because I should have focused on him with all the resources that I possibly could have allocated toward him. So that might come back to bite me. I'm not happy that I did that. But, y'all can learn from some of my mistakes because, like I said, right here, we're focusing on getting the 5-star or 4-star at this smaller program. And, it looks like we will have a good chance to get that. And I got to watch out for those Florida schools with these Florida players because they will have an edge possibly on me, especially Florida State and especially Miami. As you can see, they in the mix for the D'Angelos right there. Miami right behind me on Bibbs. Or for Jones, Cory Jones, I'm coming up. I'm number 3. Maybe if we can add that Jesus Shuttlesworth pitch, he'll be on his way, man. But let me know down below if y'all think I'm going to be able to pull off getting that 5-star. Y'all think I'm going to be able to get that 4-star? Who should I go after? What y'all think right so far in the video? And feel free to let me know and let us all know what we can do better together collectively because we all right here. We all trying to win our dynasties. We all trying to beat our friends. We all on the same mission right now. So we all trying to get ahead and make sure we can get the best players on our team. So, this is what we're here to do. And as you can see, I got that number 1 interest for both of the D-Los, like I said earlier. Very positive. Now, they're not ready for me to throw no pitch at them yet. They locked out. So we're going to go ahead and have to advance to the next week. They're not ready for the pitch. So we're going to simulate week 1. We on to week 2. All right, there. Players are eliminating some of the schools out of their top 5, so that's good to see there. We still remain top 1 in the D-Los. Cory, we coming up strong on his radar. He has some interest in us. We were actually number 1 on the 5-star Cory Jones radar, and we are right there. We are right there on the cusp of getting him to commit. You know what I'm saying? So we right there. Miami is one of my biggest worries because they are in Florida. Like I said, those other Florida teams do come in and swoop these players up behind you sometimes. But if I can get at least one of these 3, and maybe another 4-star, I'll be pretty happy with that. And as you can see, I would like to remove Send the House and do a pitch, but I don't know enough information about D-Lo right now, Urbina, to make that call. So I'm going to have to wait and get some more information because I don't want to mess up the hard pitch. I know a little bit more information about Bibbs. And then Cory Jones, he just like us for some reason. So we going to come back to the next week and see if we can throw a pitch for some of our players. And when we get some more information. So we still sitting in the house. We still gathering some details. We still number 1 on Jones' list. We still number 1 on D-Lo Bibbs' list. So that's very good. That's very positive. Dickerson, we still number 4, man. Like I said, he's still not budget. He's a tough cookie to crack. And even at his cornerback 5-star, we number 2. So, it just really depends on how you focus in your talent and your pitch. The faster you get that pitch off, the better your chances. That's what I'm telling you. Look at D-Lo. Florida State done came up behind me. They done put me in 2nd place on the interest list. Like I said, I mean, that's a tough to compete with Florida State or FAU. If you got a chance to go to Florida State, a lot of these players going to choose Florida State unless you get that pitch A1. Now, when it comes to the pitch, as you see there, this is a great pitch because I have great grades in that category. D-Lo Bibbs, proximity to home, A+, that's great. Program tradition, B could be a bit better, but like I said, a lot of these other schools have more to offer, so they're going to have better grades in those categories, but it's all good. If I can schedule a good visit, give them a pitch, I'll increase my chances. Now, the one thing I'm going to tell y'all, is that I am just simulating. So when I do schedule a visit, I do like to play against good teams. But when I simulate, if you lose, that works against you. So that's something to keep in mind if you're not actively playing the game. So always monitor it. And maybe you want to play a little bit safer if you're not going to play the game. But sometimes you just got to go all out and try to play against a good team and hope for the best. You know, if you're not going to play the game yourself. Now me, I do play my dynasty games, but in this for the video sake, I'm just gonna simulate, of course, and just hope for the best. That's just how that's gonna go. All right, we go to another week. We are officially in week 4. For those of y'all still rocking with me, I'm gonna give y'all a free tip. If you come in mid-season, you can go to the prospect list and look at some of those 4 stars. If they don't have any interest yet or much interest, it'll be a lot easier to get those players. So that's a quick tip just for y'all to know, man. It's a sneaky little one right there, but you know, sometimes it's easier to come mid-season and get some of these 3-star, these 4-star players. Now, Florida State has definitely just came up on D-Lo. Looks like he's about to pull it off. He's about to go commit to them because they just went way past me very quickly. I didn't have enough information fast enough. I didn't schedule the visit early enough because I didn't have the information that I wanted to have. And as you can see there, and of course, we play FCSSE, and I don't really get much for beating them. So that's not going to help me this week. You know, if I had a better team on the schedule, you know, that would have helped me out with the recruiting process. But, you know, it looks like I'm not going to have enough time to get him. Now, D-Lo Bibbs, I'm still in first place. So if somebody comes behind me and throws a punch in the back of my head and takes him from me, then that'd just be sick, man. Because, look, we both in Florida. But like I said, Miami is a team to worry about because I don't have that much breathing room on them. But Cory Jones, we still right there in first place with that boy. Now, while I'm moving through this video at a nice pace, please believe that it was taking me a little bit longer for sure to go through a lot of some of these players and make some of these decisions. Because I was some thought process behind this. I know that we going from week to week to week, but that's only for video purposes. So y'all don't got to be here for an hour, 2 hours watching me just go through all these players and make these decisions and go back and forth and debate on what I should do and what the best approach is. But D-Bibbs, you got a lot of interest on me, man. Don't turn on me at this point in the game, but you know we gotta get him up out of here. Or being man, you gotta get off the list, bro. You left us hanging, bro. I thought you wanted to come to FAU and hoop and ball with C. Jones. Had both of y'all at the end. I thought we had to visit together for y'all, but C. Jones ain't ready for the visit. You wasn't trying to wait on us, man. But it's all good, D-Bibbs, because if we see y'all in the postseason or if we see y'all, we gonna maul y'all just for you, D-Bibbs. It's all your fault. But like I said. Not D-Bibbs, my bad. The other D-Lo. Now for you D-Bibbs, I might come back next week and hit you with the soft shell, but since I'm in first place right now, I'ma chill. I'ma advance the week. I'ma chill, and I'ma hope for the best. That maybe, you know, maybe you just commit to me early, or maybe I gotta go an extra week and get some more recruiting done on you know, but I'm still in first place on this interest list, so that's good to see right there. So we're gonna go ahead and advance. Cory Jones, we still looking good for my guy right there. And every time they get me with the player of the week, they always pump fake me thinking I gotta commit. You know, I know a lot of y'all, that happen to y'all too, or that's just me. I'm always thinking when that player of the week comes up, I somebody committed, and I be slightly disappointed but happy at the same time because, hey, I want my players to do good. C. Jones, we still number 1 on the list, but we still got ways to go. We don't know much about you yet, so we need to get some more information before we make a pitch. D-Bibbs, where you at, bro? Where you at? What's taking you so long, man? Come on, man. We need you to come over there. We got the visit scheduled for week 7. That's week 9 before Miami. So if we can get a dub there and get you up out of the way, bro, they can't even get the visit in, man. Come on, let's get this done. Let's make this happen. I know you want to play next to Cory Jones. I know you want to play next to Cory Jones, so don't let us hang it. All right, we're going to go ahead and simulate again. Week 6. We still ain't got no commits, but let's see what's going to. D-Bibbs committed to Miami. See how I told you they always sneak us? They always sneak us. Now, I can't be mad at it because it is Miami. You probably want to go with the brand. They just got a better program. They got better grades in some of the categories that he's probably interested in. But it's all good. I'm not going to hate on you, D-Bibbs. But if I see you in Miami when we play, we going to maul you. We going to maul you, D-Bibbs. So it's personal. Especially if Cory Jones come. I'm going to make sure we get another left end. I'm going to make sure we get some great guards. And then we going to pancake you the whole time. Don't even worry about it just because of that. Both of them D-Los. We don't mess with no D-Los in this dynasty right here because they both did us wrong. But we narrowed it down. But we still got Cory Jones and Ron Harper as a 4-star. Now, don't y'all think I was sleeping on. I had an extra player in the bag just in case that I was working on behind the scenes. So we still got Harper and we still got Cory Jones, and we gonna go ahead and Throw that pitch to my boy Cory Jones. We got it. Got the hard sell time to get to work. We got extra 20 for the soft sell too. We might need to go ahead and get on that because like right now, the way those D-Lows was leaving, they could take the 4 stars. If we can get a 5 star, that's even better on the end. So, even though we might have missed out on some ends for the 4 star, if we can get a 5 star, that works out better. We're gonna go ahead and do the hard pitch and the soft pitch because we know enough about him right now and we don't want to miss out. Now, Kwon Harper. We're going to call him Kwon Harper. Now, he's from Alabama. He's not from Florida, but that's still somewhat close in proximity. But we are #1 on his list. We can get a 4-star middle linebacker and a 5-star right end on a 1.5-star program in the first season. That's some excellent recruiting work. We don't have 800 hours allocated to go look at all these talented players, and it's gonna make it a lot easier for you to get some of those 3 stars, some of those 4 stars, and find some of those gems in there and recruit them as well. This is just a tactic to show y'all that hey, we can take these teams at the bottom and get some of the best players on the game. On the game. If I could have got that quarterback for y'all, man, that would have made me thrilled, man. That would really take me up to another level because he would have been from California. But I gotta optimize it. You gotta be very, very optimal when it comes to these 5-star and these 4-star players from these smaller programs. You got to tell them exactly what they want to hear, and you don't want to waste a single recruiting week if you have the hours to do so. Do not waste a single moment, because if you miss a single moment, that might cost you. But if you apply everything you can possibly apply and you lose out, hey, it happens. But if you give it your all, what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all a real speech like I'm a coach. If you give it your all, man, you will get some players on these smaller teams. So this is coming from me, somebody who in my very first dynasty, man, I wasn't getting nobody because I wasn't doing it properly. I was trying to get too many players at once. I wasn't focusing my time. I wasn't focusing my resources. I wasn't reallocating my hours right. But this right here goes to show you, man. 5-star Cory Jones coming to FAU, a 1.5-star program. What the man say? But wait, there's more. Kwon Harper, 4-star from Alabama. We got him as well, man. And that goes to show that it can be done, and I can do it with a smaller program. And if I can do it, y'all can do it, man. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Anyways, man, y'all be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, Densky out.